Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Cadre Flash here. I'm here to talk to you about Snowdrop and Snowdrop Foundation and the Snowdrop events. I'm very excited about it. It means a lot to me. Snowdrop Foundation, for those of you guys that don't know, they raise money for kids with cancer, and in particular, one of the biggest things that they do that's different than a lot of other organizations is, one, I think 99% of their proceeds goes directly to kids with cancer, and two, another really cool thing that they do is they do scholarships for kids that survive cancer. So a lot of us don't think about that, but those kids that had to deal with chemo and everything else growing up didn't have the same opportunities to get into college like the rest of us did. So, with that said, let's talk about Josh, Cadre Rooney, okay? Cadre Rooney was a badass Army Ranger, did some amazing things, decided to go to the reserves, and moved to Appleton, Wisconsin. While he was in Appleton, Wisconsin, he decided he needed to do something bigger and better and beyond himself. So he reached out and he found the Snowdrop Foundation, and he was like, hey, I need to be part of this organization. I need to do what I can to be beyond myself to help other people. He also was thinking, how can I bring a Goruck event to Appleton, Wisconsin? Bam! Helping kids, bringing a Goruck event to his hometown. Perfect combination, right? So for those of you guys that don't know, I'm gonna give you a little trivia about Cadre Josh, okay? Who can tell me, or who can tell your friends, how Josh got the name Rooney? I'm gonna give you guys a second, or you can pause the video, or you just listen to me keep ranting around, okay? Cadre Josh, or Cadre Rooney, got his name from his grandma. And his grandma used to call him Joshua Rooney. And Josh wanted to honor that tradition with his grandma and bring it forward. And that's how he came up with Cadre Rooney. Pretty cool story. I like to share the story. He shared it with me. It always made me feel good. And I wanted you guys to feel good also and get a little history about Josh, okay? Those that don't know Josh, unfortunately, we lost Josh to pancreatic cancer last year. And well, there's more about that we could talk about later. But right now, we're talking about Snowdrop, okay? Snowdrop, okay? First year happened 6 years ago. And it was a beatdown. It was a complete crush fest. So after that event, Josh reached out to me. And he was like, I need the goofiest, silliest cadre we have to come and change the dynamic of this event. And I said, you know what? That is in my wheelhouse. So I took off my hat. All right. So I'm gonna put my hat back on. So the second year, I come in, right? And I'm gonna bring my flair. And as you guys can tell from this happy, smiley face, this is pretty much how I am 99% of the time. I love being happy, I love having fun, but I also like challenging people. So the second year, we decided to do a tough and then a light. And during the tough, it was a good tough. But at the end of the tough, I talked to Josh and I said, you know what? This event was not meant to have a tough. This event was meant to have a light and a scavenger, because it's all about having fun and raising money for kids with cancer. But it's all good. We still did the light later on, and the light was tons of fun. And we walked all over Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure we saw a couple NFL players, like the Green Bay Peoples, sports ballers, and it was pretty cool. But you know what was the best part? Is we ended with dodgeball. And if you guys were there, you'll remember old Cadre Rob and that arm of steel. Wham! All right. So the next year, we decided, Josh and I talked. We talked for, we like talking to each other anyways, hundreds of hours. What are we gonna do for the third year? And we decided, all right, this is it. We're gonna do a light and a scavenger, and then we're gonna do a raffle at the end, all right? This is also the year, for the guys that were there or were lucky enough to see the video, and I'm sure somebody will post it below, the video of when we played knockerball. It was the first introduction to knockerball. Those that don't know, knockerball is the big, huge balls that you get inside and you ram into people, And I may or may not have gotten a little excited about knocker ball that year. So third year was a blast, and we're gonna continue on. All right, so after the third year, Josh and I talked, and we were like, all right, how are we gonna one up the last year? That light and scavenger with the raffle was amazing. It was so much fun. The knocker ball was a blast. Everything that we did was a blast. Oh man, I got all kinds of cool stuff in there. Everything was a blast. So Josh and I were like, all right. And Rob, sorry, don't mean to miss out on Cadre Rob, because he's been there as long as I have, and same with a few of us. So we were like, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna make this better than last year? Oktoberfest in Wisconsin. Yes, lederhosen all day, baby, all day. So we decided to make it Oktoberfest, and it was a blast. But the only sad part about it was a couple weeks before the event, Josh had told me that he found out he had pancreatic cancer. So it was sad, and here, this man that we really care about, I really care about, we find out that he has one of the worst cancers there is. But we didn't let that stop us, okay? We had the best time ever, and I know Josh had the best time ever. And I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate everyone that came out for that. And I don't want to get too emotional, so we had a great time. Oktoberfest was a blast, and we're bringing Oktoberfest back this year. And I'll tell you what. All right, so after Oktoberfest, we went through a lot of emotions, okay? We lost Josh, and it was sad. And like I said, we're not gonna get too emotional, okay? But we lost Josh that year. So Rob and the rest of the group, the crew, per se, Sean, Chad, and Rob, we had to decide, what are we gonna do this year? We have to always make this event better, okay? Who am I missing? I'm missing Ryan, and Ryan. Ryan comes up with all the patch ideas. Dude's a genius when it comes to art. Love him. All right, so we had to come up, we were like, hey, we have to pay homage, we have to do honor to not only Josh, but to this event. This event is now beyond all of us, right? We have to make this event as amazing and fun as possible. So we went 80s. Woo! That's what we did, and it was tons of fun. We had a blast. Everyone dressed up, and we had a dance contest. We got freaking JC Jordan to show up, and I'll tell you what, if you've never seen JC Jordan dance, you ain't never seen nobody dance, because that dude's got the moves. So here we are, and we're coming. So this year, we decided we're gonna do Oktoberfest again this year, because Oktoberfest is just so much fun, and it's the time of year, right? So what I'm calling is, I'm calling all ruck clubs, calling all individuals, and I'm calling all families. We're gonna be out there, we're gonna be dressed up, we're gonna do the ruck, and it's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have so much fun, and I hope I get to see all your pictures, all your videos, and everything else. So what is the... All right. So what's the future of Snowdrop events with Goruck? So the future is, let's get rid of COVID-19. Coronavirus, you're out of here for 2021 and the future, okay? Hopefully, fingers crossed. So the future, my envision, and a lot of our envision, is that Snowdrops can continue on. Definitely always gonna be a Goruck event. But next year, we're gonna try to do it in Appleton, Wisconsin, and add in the virtual event so everyone in the world can join us, okay? So if you could show up to Appleton, awesome, we'll have a good time. We'll have some old fashions, we'll do a light, we'll do a scav, it'll be awesome. And I don't know what I'm gonna theme it. What? My wife's saying something to me, and then she stopped saying it. And now she threw me off.
What's really cool is this year, all of the proceeds go
every year.
Snowdrop.
Yeah, so I'm getting there, I'm getting there. All right, so the cool thing about this year And you always got to find that silver lining, right? Is this year's is virtual, which means that every single one of you, you, your kids, your rec clubs, your grandma, whomever, can do the Snowdrop event this year. 100% proceeds goes straight to Snowdrop Foundations, and we're also going to add a link so you can do individual or group donations. And be on the lookout, because there's going to be some prizes for those of you that donate the most. Pretty amazing stuff, right? So the goal is, for the future, next year we'll theme it to something. I haven't figured it out yet, because we got to get to this one first. We'll theme it to something. We'll do it in Appleton, Wisconsin, and we'll do a virtual of it where everyone in the world can do it. And I look forward to when we can keep doing that in the future. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you joining us this year for our virtual Snowdrop event, and I really appreciate you guys. And I want to thank you for helping the kids, because it's all about the kids on this one, and it means a lot to me. So thank you. I appreciate you.